Hello, very good afternoon. That was a pensive face, wasn't it, to start your afternoon off? My name's Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us here on Crafters TV. Whatever you are doing, hopefully you're having a brilliant day so far, and hopefully wherever you are, the weather isn't as bad as it is here, because it is absolutely horrible outside. Storm Christoph beginning to take hold just a little bit. It is absolutely tipping it down. It's the kind of weather, right, where you want to grab yourself a cup of something hot or a glass of something fizzy. Put the TV on, get your tablet out, whatever it might be, and sit back and enjoy a masterclass. It's that kind of, it's almost like we ordered this weather, because that's what we've got coming up over the course of the next 2 hours. Get cozy, get yourself a little bit of whatever you fancy, and sit back and relax during this masterclass, which I'm really, really excited about. And do you know what? If there's one product that we've got here at Crafters Companion, which people ask about time and time again, and people ask to see masterclasses on, it is on this foil press, which we're going to be looking at over the course of the next couple of hours. So here's the thing. If you're brand new to this, maybe you've seen it mentioned before and you want to know more about it because you're thinking about buying one, stick with us, because this 2 hours is for you. We are going right back to basics. Also, if you're one of those people, and I know there are many, let me know if you're one of these people today. You've already got this, right? You got it and you shoved it under the bed. You put it on the shelf, you put it in the cupboard, and you've never used it. Get yours out today, because we're going to show you everything that you need to know. We're going right back to basics. And actually, if you are somebody who's already got the machine, we have got some amazing bundles for you. And also, you love it when we do a goodie bag, right? Well, we have got a goodie bag for you. I don't know what's in it. What I do know is it is amazing value for money. Whenever there's goodie bags here, they never leave them over my side of the studio, because, you know, I tend to kind of show you too much. But what we have got is a goodie bag t'other side of the studio with our Leann, and she will be delving into said goodie bag to give you a bit of an idea as to what you might be getting. So what I would say is get this goodie bag into your basket, because value for money wise, it is completely, to use Sarah's term, off the chart. In fact, Leann's just having a little bit of a nose in hers over the other side of the studio. Good afternoon.
Oh, hello. Hi there, Ben.
Hi.
Good afternoon. I was having a little rummage in my goodie bag here. Oh, there is some absolutely amazing things in here. And the price on this, Ben, ridiculous for how much you're getting inside. It's incredible. And I mean, you've seen me, if you watched our Craft with Craig / Leann this morning.
Just with Leann.
Well, it was just with me. I mean, he was lazy, he was staying in bed.
I know.
So I helped him out. I mean, what can you say?
Not like he was busy yesterday.
Not like he was busy. I mean, he was just having a sleep because he worked all night. Excuse? And so I was there, and we had the foil press out, and we used one of the dies out of the goodie bag. You might have seen me do that this morning, which was a beautiful foil and cut die. And I mean, how glorious is that result? It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? So that was a beautiful half doily out of this goodie bag that we used this morning.
Now, we're going to have a good rummage. I say we. Leann is going to have a good rummage through the goodie bag that she's got in front of her. But let's just take a look here, first of all, because this is what you need to be looking at. Over £94 worth of goodies, over $124 worth of goodies. Look, £25 or $35. Now that's amazing from the start, right? But hang on a minute, you're saying to me, well, I'm a platinum member. You can take another £5 off that. So that's £20 or $28 for a goodie bag, which has got items in it worth over nearly £95, nearly $125. I mean, you do the maths on that. I'm a bit lost for words, to be honest with you. I'm here to obviously talk and do a job, but when I see deals like this, I don't know how we do it. And actually, you don't need to worry about that. All you need to know is you are getting an absolute steal. If you've already got the foil press, you need this in your life. And actually, stand by, because if you haven't got the foil press already, we're going to do a great deal on the bundle for you, and then you'll want to have one of these in your life as well, because from the looks that I'm getting from the other side of the studio right now, the facial expressions, I love Leann's facial expressions, you need something like this in your life. What I will say is, products may vary, but it's pretty awesome, Leann, I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're getting the value. I mean, what we've got in here is, the products may vary, but you're going to get something equally as amazing as this. Now, example, look, here's an example from my goodie bag. I mean,
What is it?
it's a 5x5 foiling creator card.
Wow.
I feel I need to get this out and use it.
Yeah.
I feel I'm going to open this and use it in this show. You're going to need to know how to do it. I'm going to do it.
Lovely.
We're going to be naughty. I mean, that's in there. You've got a big, good size foil border in there. You've got that doily that you're seeing. And another one of those foil and cut creator cards. That's 2 huge foiling dies in there, and then there's a whole variety here. We've got some sentiments, we've got some little icons in here, we've got some little embellishments that you might want to use in there as well. I mean, really, can somebody pass me an iPad so I can go and buy one? I mean, really, I mean, see, I know how much we pay for these things, right? Because obviously I've head of product development, so I know how much a product costs, and I think this is less than cost. I think this is, if you're a platinum member and you're getting this, I think this is less than cost.
Wow. I mean,
so
you need to
just get
do
it. Yeah.
Get the.
Do you think?
These
Which way?
are flying already out the door. Just don't. If you've ever had one of our goodie bags before, you will know what we're talking about as far as the value for money is concerned. So get this now whilst you can. Loads of people already watching. Carol's in from North Carolina. Fred from California. Monica says, morning everyone from Detroit, Michigan. Good afternoon, says Amanda from a very rainy UK. I know. I have a day off, yippee, so I can finally watch a show live. Well, that's great, Amanda. We look forward to your company. Good morning, says Laura. Rebecca's in from Austin, Texas. Beth's in from Minnesota. Good morning, says Deborah from Texas. Michelle Knits for you says, good morning again from Jersey. Nadia's in from South Florida. And Susan Rushton. Susan's in. Hi, crafty peeps, from Redondo Beach, California. I'm Deborah Spencer on Facebook just saying, sadly, Ben, I am one of those people. I've used it one time. I was talking about the people who have already bought the foil press machine and never got it out of the box, never unboxed it, or maybe got it out once and that's all they've done and then put it away again. This show is for you as well. So if you are one of those people who has got it under the bed, got it on a shelf somewhere, got it in storage, get it out, because we've got so much to show you over the course of this show. And that's what Masterclass is all about as well. Get your questions in. If you want to ask anything to Leann, get that question in sooner rather than later, because what I like to do is sort of break it up into little half-hour sections, and we'll fire loads of questions at Leann, and then we can kind of space those out right throughout the show. So any questions you got, even if you think they're really, really simple, ask them, because do you know what? Somebody might be thinking exactly the same as you as well. This goodie bag is an absolute must. However, if you haven't yet got the foil press machine, well, you need to get it into your lives. 10% of the stock has gone, and this is amazing. This foil press machine, if you are someone who's wanted to foil professionally and wanted to foil easily, then this machine is absolutely for you. It makes foiling so simple. You'll use this in conjunction with your Gemini course as well. And what I love about this, as we say, you're going to see all of the demos with Leann to exactly how it works, but you get a little booklet with this which tells you exactly how long you need to be heating things for. Your machine even, I mean, it doesn't tell you when it's ready, but it sort of does, as you'll see over the course of the next couple of hours. But basically, if you want to foil with precision onto a multitude of different materials as well, this isn't just for paper crafters, this is for so many of you, and we'll go through all of the different materials that you can foil onto over the course of the show, but it is everything that you need. You've got all of your plates included in there as well. You're also going to get your mat, you're going to get your finger grippers in there included too. You have got in there your magnetic tweezers too, because obviously you're going to find things will be heating up as you go. You've got some foil included in there as well, 5 meters on each roll of your foil, so again, you've got that to get started. And wouldn't it be nice if we threw in some goodies that you can get foiling with as well from the start? Well, funnily enough, why am I doing it over here? We'll do it over there. You get those included as well. So you're even going to get some stamps included for you as well. So as far as a bundle is concerned to completely get you started with foil pressing, then this is all that you need. $99.99 or $139.95. That comes down by another 20% if you're a platinum member, which is what, £80, isn't it? Yeah, £80, or I can't do the math on that. 111.96. I can do the maths on that. Very clever. It's a great investment. It really is. And once you see how simple it is to get foiling, you will need this in your life. But let's go right back to basics. And for people who are watching for the first time, Leann, and who have never seen this before, how easy is it to get started with your foil press?
It is incredibly easy, Ben. You take it out of the box, you plug it in, and you're good to go. But I thought, you know what, because we're doing a masterclass and because I worked with the factory to develop this machine and build into it all of the functionality that I felt was missing in other hot foiling solutions on the craft market, it was the first time that a number, and still is actually, that a number of these features actually exist in a hot foiling system that you can use at home to make it foolproof for you so that you get the best result when you're using it every time. So let's talk around the machine. Let's start right back at the beginning and talk you through everything that you're getting in the box. So you get your base platform. This is the base platform. This is where your hot platform slots in to heat up and then gets taken out to go through the Gemini Junior machine. So that is the two pieces that slot together come in the box.
Okay.
There is a little rocker switch at the side here, which is your on-off. So when you want to put this on, rock the rocker switch, beep,
hello,
lets you know, hi, I've woken up, I'm ready to start crafting.
It's the first time I've heard you do that live.
Oh, you're going to hear it a lot, Ben. You're,
Yes.
you're not going to be quite as excited about that at the end of this 2 hours. Let me warn you right now. Now, then what we've got is this control panel. This is where you are in full control of everything you're doing with the foil press machine. So you've got your LCD panel, you've got your on-off button, we've got temperatures, we've got minutes and seconds, plus and minus, we've got a start button and we've got a reset button. Everything you need at your fingertips. So to start this off, first thing we do is, surprisingly, switch it on.
Fine.
Now when we switch it on, the first little temperature light goes red. And that means I'm now bringing my heated platform, this is plugged in, I'm bringing my heated platform up to low temperature, the entire platform. And let me explain to you what we did when we manufactured this to make sure that you have no hot spots, no cold spots, no bits which fall better than other bits, where you have got edge to edge, wherever there is purple, edge to edge foiling, because we have included not one sensor, which a lot of other foiling platforms have, or two, one top and bottom, assessing temperature here but not here. We have touch points all over the base of this machine, underneath the technology built in, monitoring the entire temperature constantly, speaking to the control unit and making sure that your temperature is consistent and you get the best results. And guess what?
What?
I'm ready!
Is that what that beep is?
That's that little beep, and when it goes green, it beeps. Now, I wanted to include that because, you know, when you're leaving it to warm up for the first time, 3 to 4 minutes from cold, when you take it out of the box, you might be doing other things, and then you might forget that you switched it on. I forget things all the time. I get very distracted, very, very distracted, very easily. I wanted that audible beep in there, so it's just a little audible reminder for you. Oh yes, I forgot to switch that on. It's ready now. I can start doing what I wanted to do. So we've included the beeps for you, which I think are really crucial. Now, what else do you get in the box? So just before I start actually foiling, let me talk about all of the other pieces that you get in here. You've got your foil press top plate, which is what you put on top of your dies and your card and your foil when you put it through your Gemini Junior machine. And this platform is perfectly sized to fit through your Gemini Junior. If you don't have a Gemini Junior at home, then you can use it in the Gemini. All you need to add additionally on the website is the Gemini top plate extender.
We've got that on the show.
Have you got it on the show? Fantastic. Yeah. And then this base plate will go through your Gemini for you. You also get your metal adapter plate. Your metal adapter plate is to work with your foil, stamp and cut dies. And the reason we've put that in there and insist.
What do we do?
Insist that you use it with your foil, stamp and cut dies, because what this does is protect that sensitive silicone plate underneath. And if you put on here your foil, stamp and cut die upside down, you're not going to cut into your precious silicone plate with all of those little heat sensors in and accidentally break it. So we've put the metal adapter plate in there for you to help with those foil, stamp and cut dies. You've also got a fantastic silicone mat, which is for you to put your hot dyes on when you finish using them so they can cool down. They cool down super quick, but just to protect your surfaces, that's in there, just as a little safety for your whatever you're putting your dyes onto. You get your magnetic tweezers, which are phenomenal, because that means you do not need to touch your dye at all. You can take it from the hot plate onto your silicone mat and move that to an area of safety so you don't have to touch the dye.
Brilliant.
When it's warm. You also get these, my favourite little grip, they're like little foil press castanets.
They are like castanets, yeah.
They are. If only I had thought and put some kind of shaky noise mechanism into them back in the day. Wouldn't that have been marvellous?
That would have been awesome.
We could have had a foil press dance. It would have been brilliant. Now, these are like your, I like that. These are like your little oven gloves for your foil press plate. It gets warm. It has to be hot. It's hot foiling at the end of the day. The clue is in the title. Now this gets warm. It doesn't get to the point where it's going to take the skin off your fingers. And I do have asbestos fingers, I have to say.
Yeah.
I can't wring a tea bag out when I'm making a cup of tea without a spoon.
You're joking me.
No, I can. Yeah, I can. Now so I'm not sensitive to heat. But I know that some of you will be a lot more sensitive than I am. And some of us just more sensitive than others. We might just not like the feel of it in our hands. So we included these fabulous little silicone, almost oven gloves, so that you can just move this around, collect it, put it in the machine, and not have any heat touch your fingers if that's what you would prefer to do. Sometimes you'll see me use them, sometimes I won't. Again, circle back to the fact that I am not heat sensitive.
Yeah.
So you have to make that choice for you at home, but they come free in the box. So you don't need to worry, you don't have to buy them additionally. So I'm going to pop my platform back in and set it away to heat again. Now I'm just going to talk to you what happens. Light goes red as soon as you take it out because it can't assess any heat. This is already warm because it came up to temperature, if you remember.
Yeah.
When I plug this back in now, it already starts, how hot am I, how hot am I? And it starts warming it back to the optimum temperature. As soon as it's ready, this goes green again. And guess what?
What?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Just as a by the way, your machine doesn't actually say that.
No,
I think that's going to be. Is that going to be built into the next version?
Oh, absolutely. With next version, we have all been talking about the fact that we really need to record that and put it in so the machine goes, I'm ready. But I think a few foil presses might leave a few bedroom windows. If we do that, I don't think people are quite as keen to use it as we think if they've got me shouting I'm ready every few seconds in your home. Right, so let's get ready then. I've got a die ready. So I'm going to use this lovely Happy Birthday one. We've got this on the show. I've got 2 pieces of black cardstock ready because we're going to have a look at what we can do with a 2-for-1. And then I've also got ready a nice piece of my gold disco foil.
Okay.
So this is all, I mean, this is glorious, isn't it? So I've got this ready to go as well. Now, you also get in, it's ready. And it beeped and went green, so it's ready. So we can go into our manual and we've got our user guide, tells you everything you get in here, tells you what to do, all of your hints and tips, frequently asked questions, safety warnings, operating instructions, hot foiling with thin metal dies, hot foiling with Stampin' cut dies, so many different things in there for you. But the page you're going to need is this first one, which is where we've included the matrix for you, which takes you through all of the different materials. So we're just doing a foiling die. We've got a regular foiling die, and it says to us on 300 gem cardstock with a foiling die. Oh, brilliant. There we go. Oh, hang on.
There you go.
Lovely.
Super zoom.
That's amazing. 300G. Our camera's fantastic, Ben, honestly. 300 GSM cardstock. We've got a small die, a medium die, and a large die. So how do I determine if I've got a small, medium, or large die? We're going to take the sum total of our foil plate, the purple area, and look at it in thirds. So 1/3 a small die,
Yeah.
2/3 a medium die, the whole foil press plate a large die. So if I take my Happy Birthday die and put it here, actually I am between here a small and a large die. Small and a medium, I beg your pardon. So I'm out of the first third for small and I'm into the second third for medium. So what I'm going to do is look at my timings, and I can see for a small die I need 10 seconds, for a medium die I need 15. So for this one, because I'm between the two, I'm going to try 12 seconds, Ben.
All right.
And that's as easy as it is. So we've given you those as a guideline, not as the law. So, you know, you can check, because every single machine, every single die, the pressure in a Gemini, there are variables in everything we're doing at home. So you might need to tweak some of the things that I show you by 1 or 2 seconds. You will absolutely get to know your machine in no time at all, and that is a brilliant starting point. So you're saying I've got a die which is between a small and a medium. My timing was 10 to 15 seconds. I'm going to try 12 seconds to start.
Okay.
So to do that, I take my seconds to 12
All right.
on my foil press base here. So I've got 12 seconds on the clock. I'm then going to put my birthday die on there, and I'm going to click start. And it's going to start counting down the seconds for me. Now, this is the first time you had this included in a hot foil machine. In other machines that are out there, you have to have your mobile phone and a stopwatch.
Serious?
Seriously, and click the stopwatch on your mobile phone to try and get your timing, because it's not built in, where we've built it in for you just to make it easy. Your foil goes pretty side down, and then you take your piece of cardstock to where you would like that to be. Let's just say there for now. Top plate goes on, and then to remove the plate, this is really important, do not lever it up, do not lift it. You simply pull it out horizontally. So you pull it out horizontally like that, keeping it parallel with the base, then you pick it up and you offer it through the Gemini Junior machine.
Okay. This is a brilliant explanation so far, and if you're wondering why I'm kind of, you know, not chatting much, a few of you are probably liking that. I'm listening, you see, I'm taking notes. I'll come back to me in a second, but it's all over there, not me. There.
I got an electric shock there. No, not electric shock. You know, static
Oh,
electricity
static,
off
yeah.
the die. Yes, I got static electric. Right, now, oh, look, so.
Right.
I didn't even have a chance to reveal that for you. I've picked it up, and look how absolutely beautiful that is. I mean, that is exquisite, isn't it? So you can do beautiful, big, gorgeous, happy birthday foiling projects with our dies, and it is absolutely glorious. Could not be easier. Now, you can use, and I know we're going to have a little catch, but I'm going to get ready now and show you. You're not going to put this in the bin, guys. No, we're going to use that for another topper. I'm going to show you how in a second.
Do you know what? Amazing. If you love that birthday cake, by the way, that is available in one of the bundles that we've got on the show, which we'll talk about. And I know your questions are coming in as well. So we will fire some questions at Leann in just a little while. Tell you what we'll do. We'll do them on around about the half hour, because I like it. I like having a bit of order in these masterclasses. So sort of on the half hour, we'll do a load of questions. Then we'll do the next lot of two, next lot half two, and so on and so forth. So if you have got any questions, then make sure you ask those. Also, can I ask, please, as well today, on the pictures, you know when you normally send us pictures in, Studio Crafters Companion, the details are coming up, .co.uk, please can you send in pictures today of you unboxing your foil press for the first time. We have got so many of you who've been in touch, and you're saying about, you know, I've not got mine out the box yet. Ben, I hear what you're saying. I haven't got mine out the box. Lakieta. Oh no, Ben, I'm that gal that still has mine in the box. If you do one thing today, right, even if you don't do a project with it, get it out of the box, switch it on, and take a picture of you with your foil press, thumbs up, to show us that you're going to be using your machine. Who else? There's loads of you. Teresa on Facebook. That's me, foil press still in the box. Teresa, get your foil press out of the box, switch it on, right? And give us a thumbs up. Take a picture. We want to see you with your foil presses out of the box, because hopefully, after that amazing explanation at the start there, you're seeing how easy it is. Lorraine Bennett on Facebook. Good morning, Lord Ben. I quite like that. I don't know why that's Lord Ben. I like it. Lord Ben and Leann, I am one of those people. I have been absolutely a chicken to do anything with it. Turn it on, get it out the box, all right, and get your picture taken. Claudia saying, going to get my foil press out and try it today. Haven't opened the box, had it since it first came out. Claudia, get it out of the box, take a picture, and give us a big thumbs up that you've got it out and turned it on. If that's all you do today, that you get out of the box and you turn it on, we've got some way to you using this amazing machine. Because look, just as a bit of an idea for you, I love these, by the way, little castanets. You're not just going to be foiling on cards. Absolutely, you can. You know, you're going to be using this on all of your projects. And as we've just seen, it is so simple to do. As Leanne was describing, you've got the ability to use this in conjunction with your Gemini Junior. We've got the extender plate if you've only got the Gemini. So you've got the ability to be able to use it as well. But just look how easy it is. And the other thing as well, if you're looking at all of these beautiful sentiments too, you're thinking, can I get these? We've got loads and loads of these on the show for you as well. They're absolutely perfect. To tell you what, I know we're in a bit of a funny time currently with the world as is, but if you're doing things like invitations, if you're doing things for like wedding, place settings, I mean, how expensive does this look and how much would it cost for you to ask somebody else to do it? If you've got the ability to be able to do it yourself, you're just going to be quids in. But as I said, it's not just cards, because you've got the ability to foil onto all sorts of goodies here. I mean, again, take a look at this bag here. You can see the gorgeous foiling. Again, use it on your home decor, use it on your soft furnishings. You know, taking a little bag like this, your bag that you take to the shop, jazz it up with some foiling. Absolutely love this. Talk about home decor. Again, look at that. Really simple to do, because as we said, you're not just talking about foiling with your card projects. You can do foiling on a whole host of different materials. And just to show you how versatile it is, again, that is just one of my absolute faves. Foiling onto things like your candles as well. So you are talking about gift ideas here. You're talking about cards here. You're talking about home decor projects. You're talking about so much. Get your foil press out of the box, and honestly, once you've done it once, you'll foil everything. Honestly, you'll be going around the house, you'll be foiling things you didn't know that you could foil. I honestly believe that. The other good thing to say about the foil press machine, I didn't mention this earlier, I should mention it now. You get 100 extra bonus points for shopping with us on this. So it's $99.99 or $139.95. Take off your 20%. You'll get 100 extra bonus points as well, and then after you've seen this masterclass, you'll get it home, you get it straight out of the box, because you'll know what to do with it, and you'll feel confident that you are ready to go. Honestly, it's not that scary at all, and hopefully the little sort of demo we saw at the start there with Leanne gives you a bit of hope. Send in your pictures, please. If I've called your name out on the tablet, we're waiting for you. We'll wait. We'll wait for that picture, won't we, Leanne? We'll wait.
We'll wait as long as we need to.
Yep.
We'll wait for the entire duration of this 2-hour masterclass if we have to.
Oh, yeah, we'll wait. Well, yeah, we're waiting for those pictures. You know you are, Lorraine, Teresa, and the rest of you I mentioned. Come on, send in your pictures. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Please get this. Now, the other thing that you want to pop into your basket as well is that goodie bag. That's flying out of the door, by the way. We'll recap on that in just a few moments' time. But I'm going to show you some more that we've got over here, some more goodies. Right, come on, Ben, get a move on. Producer George isn't here that often. It's George and George in the gallery today, and they're keeping me on my toes. George squared. Right, it's the first time that we've had these in the collection, because the borders normally come on their own, so you've got a really nice collection here. So this is the Borders and Foil Stampin' Cut collection with 24 elements within this. So £95 or $112. What I want to do, I'll quickly show you through these, and then we've got some questions, because when we talk about the foil press, we talk about stamps and dies, and then we talk about Stampin' Cuts as well, because when you were using that die a minute ago, it's not actually a die as we think of it, is it, Leanne?
No, it's not. It's metal, but it doesn't have any raised cut edges. It's like a stamp, but it has to conduct the heat, so that's why it's metal. So it's like, when you're stamping an image.
Yeah, absolutely.
The ink stamping, yeah.
This collection is absolutely gorgeous, because with this, again, you've got your Stampin' Cut. So with this, you've got the ability to be able to foil, but then this will cut for you as well, won't it?
It will. Some of them in there will, some won't. So there's a variety of both. If they do, they're a dark grey colour.
Okay.
So the next one you're about to look at, foil Stampin' Cut, because it's that different colour. So a plain silver die is a stamp, and a die that stamps and cuts for you at the same time is that dark charcoal colour. So when you've got them at home in your stash, you can easily see which of these just foil stamp and which of these stamp and cut at the same time for me. However, with the frame die that you've got there that you're looking at now, Ben, that one has a stamp die and a thin metal cut edge that cuts in your Junior to cut out that design if you want to. So actually, after I've shown you this, I'm going to pick one of those up and show you exactly how that works so you're not confused at home and you'll get the best out of them when you get them there.
Absolutely. Brilliantly explained once again, but a super bundle. Just love these borders as well. Your blossoming border there, so intricate, but you get beautiful foiling each and every time. And as you saw there, you've got your Stampin' Cut dies with the beautiful butterflies, with those gorgeous dragonflies as well. £95 or $112 for that collection, saving another 20%, of course, if you are a Platinum member as well. We've got some pictures to show you with other items that are on the show, so let's quickly have a look at those. So this collection is, I'll show you this in the studio in just a little while, so if you like the idea of the birthday cake, which you saw in the first demo with Leann, this is included within this collection. So you've got your, especially for you, don't start, Leann was about to start singing in. We've got your Celebrate, which is a gorgeous bottle of champagne. You've got your Happy Birthday, which is that cake which you saw in the first demo. And then you've got your little Thank You Very Much rosette as well. And as you saw briefly, that Happy Birthday foil was absolutely stunningly, but then there's lots of tips and tricks that you can do with the so-called waist, which we'll see over the course of the show as well. $38.50 or $46 for that whole collection. Next up, on some of the cards that I was showing you a few moments ago, you've got the beautiful expressions. If you saw those on the cards, they're more than likely included in this little collection. With this, you have got congratulations. Oh, I haven't been voiced then. Happy birthday. You got invitation, party, RSVP, save the date. You got special friend, thank you, thinking of you, and wedding. So again, as I was alluding to earlier on, for I'm ready. If you're looking for birthday invitations, if you're looking for wedding stationery, RSVPs, you've got everything that you need with that collection, making your projects just look the absolute business. £46 or $77 for that 10-piece collection, already saving 20 or 33. Take another 20% off that, of course, if you are a Platinum member. Next up, again, your gorgeous monograms. These are amazing, again, for personalization, for place settings, for weddings. These are great. So you're getting a full set of your alphabets in your stamps. Lots of different designs with these as well. You've got some sort of swirly, more kind of ornate letters. Then you've got your block capitals included in there too. And then alongside that, you've got all of your gorgeous wreaths that you can pop in your monograms into. Gorgeous. You've got your laurel wreath in there, the confetti explosion. I'll show you these in the studio in more detail in just a little while. You've also got your grande, which is a little sort of like a tag for a place setting. You've got your elegance, and then you've got your classic plaque as well. All absolutely brilliant for foiling with. And then if you're wanting ultimate personalization, again, you saw a little snapshot of this earlier with the card that I showed you when I was going through a few items just a while back there. This is your foil stamp and die letter collection. 55 elements in total here. Again, if you are looking to foil, you know, home decor, Georgina is just going, I'd love to foil on my own dressing gown, GK on the pockets, it's going to be amazing, darling. You know, for example, if you want to foil, I was just thinking as well, you know, do you remember Darling Buds and May, Pa Larkin used to drive around in his car with the initials on the side? Don't know if you could foil on the side of your car, but you know, if you could, you might want to try it. You might want to try it when you get this back. But the point is, you get all of those, and that is your stamps and dies with that as well to create some really, really beautiful home decor projects. Put them on your dressing gowns. Why not? £74 or $103. Also, the Foilpress carry case is on the show as well. So again, if you're going to be crafting on the go, I mean, potentially not at the minute, but when the world kind of starts getting back to normal, you want to make sure that you can carry your Foilpress around with you, take it to crafting classes, take it around your mate's house. That you can pop in all of your, all your Foilpress and then all the plates as well, and all your goodies. It's got two little pockets so you can keep everything nice and safe. Well worth investing in for $26.99 or $35.95. Less your 20% if you're a Platinum member. And then last but by no means least, Leann touched on this earlier. This is the Foilpress top plate extender. So if you are wanting to use this in conjunction with your Gemini, then you want to add this into your basket as well because it makes it compatible with that. $13.49 or $17.95 is the deal on that? Loads of lovely comments still coming in. Carline on Facebook saying, I love using mine. I have the larger platform, but still prefer the smaller one. I guess it's a learning curve. Absolutely. It is. Melissa just saying, I got the Gemini Junior Foilpress and haven't used either of them. So I'm afraid I'll break them in. Melissa, you're added to the list now as well, please. Can you send in your picture of you? Get it out of the box. That's the least you've got to do today. My mini gets a workout and I still refer back to my Big Shot Plus. What am I like? Melissa, what are you like? studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. I expect to see a snapshot of all of you with them out of your boxes today before the end of the show. I shall be very disappointed if you don't. Lovely questions coming in, which we will put to Leann in just a second. But let's quickly recap on this, the Foilpress goodie bag. If you've already got your Foilpress, then this is an absolute must-have. If you're getting the Foilpress today, then this is an absolute must-have. £95 worth or $125 worth of Foilpress goodies for 25 quid or $35. What are we like? That is £20 or $28 if you're a platinum member. I'm not allowed to look in the bag because I get too excited and get everything out all over the place. Leann, though, does have the goodie bag over there and she will give you a bit of a sneak peek as to what you could be getting. Items may vary, but I tell you what, who cares at this price, right?
Oh, absolutely, because, I mean, it's I actually do believe, I mean, we're not far from cost on this. I mean, really. So you've got amazing, I'm going to get one of these out and do them for you live in the show so you can see it. A brilliant 5x5 stamp and cut creator card. Absolutely phenomenal. We're going to have a look at how to do that in the front of a card. I'm going to try our best this hour to do that. We've got two of those, two different shapes. We've got beautiful borders. I've got that fantastic foil doily that we did earlier on Wake Up this morning. And we've got the sentiments in here. We've got icons in here.
Wow.
We've got sentiments in here. There's so much that you've got in there that you're going to be using. Absolutely fantastic. And Ben is correct. So we're going round the foil, press, die, and cut and die and stamp stock. And we're making the goodie bags by going one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. Yes, that's the right amount of money. Get that in there. However, it might vary.
Right.
So if you're buying two, you will probably get, you may get a repeat. We would hope not, because we're trying to do several of them different so that you would get a variety, but we can't guarantee that you might not get one or two similar in there. So have a think about that. Do you know, if that was me, I'd still be getting, for this price, ridiculous, I'd still be getting a couple, and if I did get any duplicates, I'd be putting them as gifts for crafty friends or selling them on an auction site, because you've already getting a bargain.
What might you be doing?
Not talking about that, but that's what I would do, because I've got all of the other good stuff in my bag, and the one or two that's doubled up, I'd move them on either as a gift or sell them.
Yeah. Okay. It's also handy to have as well, actually. Just coming back to normal.
Don't we all
volume.
do that?
What?
Don't we all do that?
Do we?
I do.
Oh.
I do that.
Okay.
Do you do that?
Do you? You do. Oh, you
I
do.
do.
Yeah.
I do it.
Do you know what? It's also quite handy, even if you don't do that thing we're just talking about. It's also handy, isn't it? If you do get a duplicate, just to have, if you've got like a little spare drawer to pop them away, because like Leann was saying, you know what? If you forget someone's birthday as a crafter, or you know, someone's like Christmas gift, you can just refer to your drawer and just give them as gifts. Oh, at this sort of price, I mean, come on. I'm ready. You go for a couple. I've got lots of questions coming in, so we'll set Leann off on another demo, and then we'll do some questions. In fact, let me do the questions. I want to tell you, the goodie bag is flying out the door. I don't need to kind of impress on you how quickly you need to go for that if you want to grab it. The Foilpress bundle itself, 20% of the stock has now gone. So if you want to get that, again, move fairly swiftly. So let's try and do these quite quick fiery again if we can. So in this show, Rita asks, will Leann be using the 9x12 foil press?
Not in this show.
Okay, there we go, that was quick fire. But there are plenty of other shows where it has been used before if you search back on YouTube.
And actually, I've done a lot of video tutorials on YouTube where I teach you exactly how to use that and all of the dies that come with, so you could go watch them there.
Awesome. This one's hopefully a quick one as well. May have Mrs. Karen at the start of the show. Karen says, on the foil press, are there two places to turn the machine on?
There is, and so we went through that. Right at the top, there's the rocker switch. So you need to do that, on, and then there's this button on.
Brilliant. Jeanette Fairhead on YouTube says, I have the same foil stamp. I think that was the one you were using earlier. Mine takes 60 seconds with a paper shim. A lot of my foil dies take a lot longer. Is this normal?
That's really highly unusual. I think reach out to our customer services, let them go through with you to see what you're doing. I think there are a number of things we could ask you. Are you starting from a cold platform when you do that rather than bringing it up to the temperature? Is your 60... There's lots of questions we need to ask you, and we'll not try and do that here and now. It doesn't sound 100% accurate to me. Let's reach out to customer services and go through a couple of little things with you, which I think will get you foiling in no time.
All right, these are brilliant. Sharon, a couple more quick ones. Good afternoon, Ben and Leann. Hello, Sharon. Will there be any new colour foils coming out or some multicoloured foils?
We are absolutely thinking about that, to be honest, and what we want is feedback from our customers, which you've just given us. Thank you very much. So if you'd like to see new colours and if you'd like to see some multicolours, then we can absolutely look at doing that, of course.
And Diana asking, I genuinely don't know, I don't think you're doing this in this show, but again, there are shows you can look back on. Diana asking, will Leann be foiling a candle?
No, I won't be foiling the candle, however, but there is a video of us foiling a candle on our YouTube channel. So please go and have a look at that and you'll be able to see it there.
Excellent. Leann, thank you so much. I know there's more questions coming. We'll do more just after 2 o'clock. So if you haven't yet asked a question, get those in and also get your pictures in. Yolanda is saying, mine is out of the box, but I've not used it. Purchased it when it first launched. Yolanda, make today the day and take us a picture of you with your foil press. We want to see all of those before the end of the show. Lorraine just saying, mine is out of the box, now in the bag I bought for it. No, you got to plug it in. Lord Ben of Presenters came from the show where we talked about buying land in Scotland. Ah, yes, I remember. And I do like that. Lord Ben, in the future, please. Right, let's go back over to the other side of the studio. What you got in your hand over there?
I've got my bit of foil.
Oh, foil.
My bit of foil of when we foiled that lovely
waste.
but happy birthday topper, which I don't know where I've put. I'm sure it'll turn up in a second. Honestly, I'm really bad for doing that. I've put it somewhere, but that one that we foiled before, I've got the little bit left behind, and I want to show you how to use this piece of foil to make another topper. So you've got a two for the price of one.
Right.
I must find that. Oh, it's here. I've found it. I've found it. So there's the one we foiled earlier. Let's look at what we would do with a bit of foil that you would be forgiven for thinking you need to put in the bin. So we're going to put that piece of foil onto our Foilpress platform.
Yes.
Not a flatform.
A
platform. And we're going to warm that up.
Right.
And I'm going to do it actually for 20 seconds because you can't make this too warm, to be honest, Ben, because you want all of that foil to transfer onto a piece of cardstock. So I'm hitting start on 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I've got a piece of black cardstock here that I want that design to transfer to. So I'm hitting start. I'm popping that on here so that can start to warm at the same time. I wanted to point this out to you. When I cut my piece of foil to do this topper, I did it a little bit bigger all around on purpose because I knew I wanted to do a twofer and I didn't want any bit missing. I wanted a lovely foil solid topper. You'll see what I mean in a second. So I made it bigger on purpose. And for that extra little bit that you're using there, it's well worth doing it. We're then going to need a cardstock shim because we don't have a die in here, so we need to make up for the space a die would take.
Yeah.
So we do a cardstock shim. I've got one piece here. I think I might like to use 2 pieces. So I'm going to put another piece in there like that. There we go. Cardstock shim. The magnetic plate from my Junior. And because we're putting it through the Junior, you already have that magnetic plate at home. So we didn't bother making another plate for this and putting it in the box and charging you for it. Because you could have already got it as part of your machine, you might as well use it. Put your top plate on, slide this out. And remember, when we slide out, we slide horizontally. So it would be good. Can we see it from side on so you can see how it's marvellous? So what we do is we use the handle and we pull it out.
Slide to the right.
Slide. Oh, that's a good one. Slide to the right. Now, what we don't do is pick this up and lever it out. Please don't do that because all of this technology in this piece here, all of your computerized information to feed into the base is in this bit. If you lever this up, you risk damaging that.
Right.
So it's really important that you slide it out
to the right.
and that it doesn't leave parallel with your base. Then you pick it up and put it through.
Okay.
Really, really important.
Do you know what as well? Like, so you've just taken a bit of time between that all heating up, and you've obviously chatted. Because does that matter? That are you in a bit of a rush once it's gone beep and you've got everything on? Should you then put it in within a certain amount of time?
So for this particular technique, where I'm transferring the waste foil onto a piece of cardstock, doesn't matter at all.
Right.
Because we want all of the foil to transfer. However, if I was doing that with this one, then there's some speed needed, which is why I say have the card and the foil ready, because you want to put it on, get it up and put it through the machine. The longer you leave it, the more heat you've got. That's where you might get some over foiling. So in foiling a detailed design, it's crucial. When you're just transferring the waste foil, as we are doing here, not crucial at all. I'm then going to remove the carrier sheet. Look at this.
It's all come off.
I mean, could that be any more gorgeous?
Yes.
And then you've got a twofer.
Innie and an outie.
An innie and outie.
Positive,
Isn't that
negative.
brilliant? And this is why, and you can see the little bit of waste that's gone around the outside there. This is why I cut the foil just a tiny little bit bigger, because I knew with that piece of cardstock I'd get edge to edge foiling. And it's brilliant. So that's how you use the little bit that you would have traditionally thought you need to put in the bin.
I just think that is a brilliant little thing to show you. Come on, seriously, are you not already going like, now I'm going to turn my machine on, I'm going to give it a go. Just get cracking today, because honestly, you're now seeing how simple it is to get foiling. And remember, you know, as I said to you, it's not just cardstock. Things like, you know, foiling on to if you're into a soft craft, all of your materials as well. I'll try and give you a rundown of all of the items that you can foil onto, but I honestly truly believe that once you get this back, you will be trying to foil onto all sorts. So again, how great does that look on your home decor? You know, what a brilliant way to be able to kind of foil onto little bags as well for little projects and little ideas to give away to friends and family, of course. Do you know what? Producer Georgina is going, now you see, this is why I can picture it going onto my dressing gown. It's almost as if, she doesn't talk like that at all. She doesn't talk like that. She talks like this. She talks like this. She goes, if only I could get this onto my dressing gown of a G and a K. No, she doesn't talk like that either. What was I saying? No, the point is, why she's getting excited is because it is pretty much everything that you would want to foil. I mean, for goodness sake, look at this. You can foil onto your home decor, onto your candles as well. I love that idea. There's plenty online as far as more information is concerned, and more masterclasses and more videos as well. And actually, someone was mentioning about the DVD. I don't know if that's still out there, but someone was mentioning about Leann on a DVD. Is that still available?
There on the website. Absolutely, it is. Please do get that, because everything I'm doing for you here and more on lots of different materials. All of the bits and bobs are covered on there, and that's absolutely on the website. That's still available.
Brilliant. It was Jan who was saying, actually, hi Leann and Ben, I'm on the Foilpress now. Love Leann, her DVD is amazing. My favourite product of all time. So please, listen, send in your questions. We'll do another round of those in about 10-15 minutes. I want to see, if you are using your Foilpress currently, what you have been foiling onto. I want to see your makes. I want to see what you've been doing. And if you are brand new to it and you've taken this out of the box for the first time today, please send in your pictures that you've done it, because I think that's half the thing, isn't it? Getting it out and plugging it in. Once you've done that, you're almost halfway there, because you've got this show, you've got all of the other shows that we've done with the Foilpress for you to get started on your journey. And again, you know, you don't have to be, when it's straight out of the box, you don't have to be doing all of these kind of things straight away. You can do something as simple as just taking a scrap piece of cardstock, taking one of your foil stamps and just foiling onto it. And once you've done it, once you've gone through the process, that's where the confidence comes from, and that's where you'll be doing it more and more and more. It's a confidence thing. It really, really is. And once you've done it once, you will be doing it a million times over. If you haven't got this already, this is a brilliant bundle to go for, because as you said, you have got everything that you need to get you started. You've got your machine, and again, how easy to use is that? Literally 2 buttons to get you started. There you go, beating over the other side. You're turning right over here, there's your start button here, and then you're in full control. We'll talk about the different heats on there in just a second, but you've got all of the heat levels. You've got the ability as well with this to choose how long you're using the machine for, depending on what you're foiling, depending on the size of your dies that you're using. You refer back to your instruction booklet, which has that matrix in there, which tells you exactly how long you need to use it for. You don't need, not the matrix, a matrix. you don't need a stopwatch, you don't need an egg timer, you don't need anything like that. The machine calculates it all for you. You've got your platform, of course, there as well, which you're going to be popping into your Gemini Junior. You've got your shim with that as well. And of course, you've got foil to get you started, 5 meters on a roll. So that is there for you to go with your foil. We're also throwing in, I don't know why I keep doing it over there. We've also got these goodies for you as well to get started with. As well as that, talking about safety features, we've got your silicone mat included. You've got your little castanets in there as well, which are just absolutely brill. And then you've also got, they're castanets, aren't they? They're not maracas. Maracas are your shaky things. Yeah, castanets are there. Castanets are, aren't they? I mean, you could do that with them if you wanted. But
I had some castanets when I was little.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. My gran went on holiday to Spain, and she brought me back a flamenco doll.
Yeah.
It was about 3 foot high with all of the flamenco dress on. She had little castanets in her hand, and she brought me a pair of castanets so that I could be flamenco with her. Honestly, I thought I was the most cosmopolitan young girl around because I had real castanets from Spain.
Do you know what?
I think I've still got them in the loft somewhere.
You might want to bring those in for me because
I think I need to. I'm going to go in the loft. I'm going to get out my castanets, Ben. The next time we're together.
Similar story. I did want some castanets. It was my nan actually went on holiday to Spain, and I was hoping to get some little, and I got a straw donkey.
Oh.
Which wasn't really what I was looking for. Still not got over it all these years later. Anyway, there's one more thing. Oh yes, you get 100 bonus points with this. Oh, sorry, what a random show this is. Loving it though. You get your magnetic tweezers as well, which is what I didn't say. So again, like Leann was saying earlier on, you may well find that you can actually pick up a lot of these dies because it doesn't get super hot. But if you are somebody who's quite heat sensitive, it's good to know that you've got all these safety features as well to make it a lot easier for you to use. Right, we're going to come back and see some more demos. We're also going to come back and talk more about that goodie bag, and also we're going to come back and ask more of your questions because I realise that there are more of those coming in. So, whilst we get ready to do that, here is a little video which will explain more about this amazing bit of kit. Have a look.
The Gemini Foilpress has arrived. Professional and luxurious hot foil letterpress can now be achieved in your own home with our innovative Foilpress system. This clever machine has been designed with so many fabulous and unique features, and it really does take paper and mixed media crafting to an exciting new level. Delivering professional looking foiling results using a hot press technique that ensures crisp, clean images. Perfect for stationery, invitations, party decorations, home decor, and so much more. The Foilpress is the only hot foiling system that uses a silicone plate, and we've created a plate that has edge-to-edge heat, so no matter where you place the dies, the heat will be the same. There are no cold spots or hot spots, just one consistent temperature, which again ensures perfectly foiled results every time you use it. Fast heat up reduces wait time, making projects faster to complete. The innovative foil stamp and cut dies allows you to do exactly that, creating professional quality hot stamping, and they work on everything from paper, fabric, cardstock to leather, vinyl, balsa wood and more. Don't waste any of your foil, as you can use the negative foil left over to create another project. With any machine that involves the use of heat, safety features are an absolute priority. The Foilpress has been fitted with a built-in cool-down feature that kicks in when the machine has been in use for a lengthy amount of time. There is also an automatic shut-off feature that will turn the machine off if the heated platform has been engaged for 25 minutes and not used. Everything needed comes in the box, including a handy manual which gives you all the time and temperature settings for the dies, so you can start foiling straight away. The Gemini Foilpress, made by crafters, for crafters.
There you go, hopefully a bit more information for you with that little video, but as I say, plenty as far as inspiration and demonstration is concerned. There's that DVD available for you on our website, and plenty as far as masterclasses and Foilpress 101s that we've done previously, not just with Leann, but of course Craig as well. So there's loads of ideas, hints and tips, and as always, if you have any questions, you can chuck them our way as well. We'll do another round of questions in just a little while. Loads of you getting in touch and saying hello today, which is great. Mary Pat 1000 on YouTube saying the Foilpress goodie bag is truly unbelievable. The last one I received was a Christmas bag and it's fantastic. Laura Simmons on Facebook saying, I just love Leann, 2 laughing face emojis. Tracy on YouTube saying, I've just ordered this Foilpress bag. Let us know if you've ordered the bag. I hear from producer George that they are flying out of the door. Joe's saying, I would love some multicolours, I suppose, referring to the foil. Christine on Facebook, mine is set up to use all the time. I had mine for Christmas and I've already made half a dozen cards for next Christmas. Come on, Christine, tell everybody else who hasn't yet got it out of the box why it's so easy to use. And Christine, if you're still watching, send us in some pictures if you can. We would love to see the pictures that you've been, the projects that you've been making. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Jan just saying, hi, Leann and Ben, I'm on my Foilpress now. Love Leann, her DVD is amazing, my favourite product of all time. Rita, I love when we are taught what not to do. To me, that means you really care that we don't damage or break our equipment. I mean, that's very handy to know as well, isn't it? And Aisha on Facebook is saying that pillow is beautiful. Shows you a lot of the things that you can do. And as I say, this is stuff that you will be doing really, really quickly once you've got your Foilpress machine home. $99.99 or $139.95 for everything that you need really to get you started. You need no more than that. Right, let's go back over the other side of the studio. Oh, she's got glasses on now. Must be getting serious. Peering down her glasses over the end of her nose. Hello.
We're going to have a look at how to foil onto some ribbon.
Lovely.
But let's have a look at some different materials. I've also got a paper serviette, and just while it's coming up to temperature, I just want to show you this, because you know you can buy packets. Oh, hello, I'm ready. It's ready. You can buy packets of these serviettes really reasonably, can't you?
Yeah.
And being able to use your foil dies on paper serviettes and customise them for birthday parties or for Christmas or whatever it is, brilliant. This is what we mean about foiling onto so many different things: organza gift bags, acetate gift bags, sweetie treat bags, wedding favours, vellum envelopes. The possibilities are endless. Right, so the machine's ready. So let's check out what we need to do. So we're consulting the manual again, and the manual says for satin ribbon, which is what I have, I need, for a small die, well, let's just check the size of this, because remember what we said in terms of rule of thirds, that is definitely a small die because it's in the first third of the machine there. For a small die, I need 5 seconds on satin ribbon. Okay, so I'm just taking the suggestion as law. I'm removing 15 seconds from my clock because I had it on 20 seconds before, so I'm going all the way down to 5 seconds, and then I'm ready to start. So what I'm going to do is put this sentiment on. I'm going to spell it the right way around. So this is my congratulations sentiment. And then I've got 5 seconds on the clock. Start.
It's like it's on a quiz show then for a second. You've got 5 seconds on the clock and your time starts now.
No, exactly. And then I've got my piece of foil.
Yep.
So I've got my piece of silver pot foil, putting that on there. I've got my beautiful piece of satin, blue satin ribbon. So that's going on there, and I'm going to make sure that it doesn't come over the bit that's going to go into the machine. I'm going to put my top plate on, remove it as we've discussed, horizontally, pull it out, then lift it up and put it in, pick it up, pop it through the machine.
I'm glad you're showing this because somebody was actually asking whether or not you could show some foiling onto ribbon, and it's almost as if you knew. Spooky.
Now, if you want to foil on a bigger piece of ribbon, you can have your piece of ribbon hanging out here by the handle, this way. Don't have it hanging out here, because it could get wrapped around the bars of your Gemini Junior. That isn't going to end happily. So always start with the ribbon at the top, or fold it back on itself if you need to do that.
Oh, then you'd foil and then hutch it up.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'll show you. And then it won't be confusing. Now, Honestly, oh, we're doing it on the overhead. Okay, look, watch. Ready?
Here we go. That's brilliant.
I mean, seriously, isn't that just beautiful?
Do you know what I would love? It's like to have
stunning.
that on sort of like a sash or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
If you had like
a sash, that would be beautiful. Now, let me just explain with Lord Ben on
That,
with our alphabet dies over there. You know that I need to arrange for that to happen for you, don't you? I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm arranging that. Right, so what I was meaning is put your ribbon on here. Don't have your ribbon at this end of the plate, which goes through the machine.
Right.
Always make sure that it is fully encased here.
Yeah.
Because this could wrap around the bars of your junior. However, you can have as much ribbon as you like hanging out this side where your handle is, because that isn't going to wrap around the bars of the machine. That is going to stop as you go through, and then you would pull it and the ribbon would just follow, because it can't wrap around anything. The machine stopped at that point. Does that make sense?
It does.
Now, if you want to do this on a bigger piece, what you could do is foil this, move this up so you've got another piece of ribbon here, fold that back on itself so you're foiling what's underneath. I'm going to get a bigger bit of ribbon and show you. I feel I need to demonstrate so that's very clear. Right, so I've foiled on here, let's imagine.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I want another one because I want to do a whole ribbon round a cake with congratulations, 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 all the way along. Do my first congratulations, fold this up, get my piece of foil ready underneath, put it on, fold this back on itself, then as long as that's encased, put it through. You're only foiling the bit that touches the die.
Right.
You could do that 2 or 3 times, so you could get a really good piece of ribbon in there.
so like the border dies that we've got as well.
Yes, you
That'd
could
be
do
perfect.
that on a longer one. Yes, you
Yes.
can. So that's how you would do it on a longer piece if that's what you wanted to do. But more importantly, just how blooming glorious does that look? I mean, it's really gorgeous. I use these as bookmarks, Ben.
You got?
I've done bookmarks. Bookmarks.
Oh, no, I didn't hear what you said the first time. Sorry, I'm sorry. I come from down south, and I didn't quite understand what you said.
Can't believe I've had to speak in a language other than northeast for you to understand.
Do you mean bookmarks?
I mean a bookmark. Now, here in Skip, I was taught 2 O's make an oo.
Ooh.
Were you
Yeah.
taught that?
Well, it's funny you should say that, because if you had a word like another word for slime would be goo, wouldn't it? But then when you say look, you didn't say Luke, but you would say Luke. Don't start talking about, do you say good and good? No, what Leanne is saying has got a lot. So do you say Luke? Luke. Yeah, do you say Luke? Yeah.
It would be good. So book,
Luke.
but I do say look.
Oh, well, there you go then. So you're not following your own rules over there, are you? Unbelievable.
Dear.
So you use them as bookmarks?
I use them as bookmarks.
Right.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Ben.
Good.
And I put lots, and I use the monogramming dies that we've got.
Yeah.
I've done those as gifts where I've monogrammed initials and then given them as bookmarks and cards. So it's great for personalization and customization as well. It's absolutely fantastic, and it just gives you so much more flexibility. I'm doing a cheeky, quick demonstration with a die from the goodie bag here, Ben.
Yeah.
I've got one of those fabulous Stampin' cut dies, and this, I would say, is between a medium and a large here. And it says 300 GM cardstock, which I've got, and it's between a medium and a big die. So I'm going to do 45 seconds.
All right. Sorry about that, we just had to put the 50p in the machine. It sometimes happens, we forget, we've got a bit of a rota here where you have to put the money in the machine to keep the whole thing going, and somebody forgot, I think it was Craig, I think it was his job last night, put 50p in the machine to keep us there, and guess what? He forgot. Apologies about that, but having said that, on the flip side, we were in the point of trying to fill 45 seconds, so we've done that brilliantly. I mean, seriously, haven't we, Leanne?
We've absolutely nailed filling 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Nobody could have done it better than us at that point, really. We've shown everybody out there how to do that.
Listen, yeah, if there's anybody watching from any other, shopping telly channels across the world right now, that's how you fill 45 seconds. No, apologies. We just had a slight technical glitch there, but we are back. I know we were in the middle of asking some questions, but we'll come back onto those in just a second because you were in the middle of foiling something.
Yes, I'm doing the foil Stampin' Cut big frame die from the goodie bag because I thought it'd be really nice for you to be able to see that. So just let's talk about what I've got. I've got the metal platform on there.
Yes.
Because that's going to protect the silicone plate so we don't cut into it by accident. So you always need your metal plate on there. Comes in the box when you're doing foil Stampin' Cut. I've got my foil Stampin' Cut die on there. We'd already worked out that we needed 45 seconds. I've done 45 seconds. So I'm going to put my piece of foil on. I'm going to put my piece of cardstock on that I want to foil and cut. That's going on there. I'm then going to put my top plate on. I'm going to remove it as I've shown before. So we pull it out gently, parallel to the base, pick it up with your grippers if that's what you would like, offer it through your Gemini Junior machine, and it will do all of the cutting for you. If you hear that crack, do not worry. That is the cut element of the die cutting into the top plate to cut the pattern out for you. It's just the cracking of the plate in terms of the movement of the different surfaces. There's nothing at all for you to worry about there. Then I'm going to remove the outside, and here we go for the reveal.
That's
oh my
amazing.
word. And then look, the centre comes out. How absolutely glorious is that? And that is one of the dies that I had in my goodie bag, and that is how all of the foil stamp and cut dies work. So when you get them home in your goodie bag, you can see just how easy they are and how incredible those little frames are for putting on the front of your cards, a little sentiment inside. You're done and dusted, and it looks elegant and expensive and exquisite, and like you spent an awful long time doing it. Actually took you 45 seconds.
It took you a little bit longer than that because you had a little bit of a... When you didn't, we did. But in the normal world, 45 seconds. And that's the point here, isn't it? That you've got the ability to create just such amazing professional looking items in next to no time. I just think, again, if you are getting ready for a wedding, an anniversary, all these kind of things, the amount of money that you could save when you've got this system is unbelievable. But then the amount of fun that you can have foiling onto a whole host of different materials, you're just going to be well away. Lots of love for the pillow that I showed you a little bit earlier on. We'll recap on some of those items in just a bit. This goodie bag, though, as we said, over 30% of the stock has gone now, and we always make sure that we've got a lot of the goodie bags available. So the fact that 30% has gone means you are loving it. Remember, what is not to love here? £95 there or thereabouts, or $125. You're getting it for $25 or $35. Less your platinum membership, that's £20 or $28 for a bag, which is worth £95 or $125. The items inside the bag will vary, but as we said, you know what, if you get a couple of these, it may well be that you get duplicates, but I just think it's worth, for this sort of price, going for a couple, because then if you do get any duplicates, then at least you can keep those to gift on, or as we said earlier on, you could sell if you wanted to do that. But the point is, these are flying out the door. Lots of questions still coming in. We'll come back to those because I know we were doing those a little bit earlier on. So we'll recap on those in just a few moments' time. But some lovely comments still coming in. Jean Marie on Facebook saying, I absolutely love my foil press. I sent a photo of cards I made yesterday. We shall have a look for that. Dee saying you could make your own custom prize ribbons for just about anything. I love the idea. Love the idea of the sash. I mean, how amazing would that be? And of course, we've got the alphabet on the show for you as well. So again, you can pretty much customize and personalize anything that you would want to do. I'm waiting for Leanne on that Lord Ben. going to hold her to that. Did you imagine walking into the studio the next show? Here I am, Lord Ben. Did you guys sip on any gin, says Gilmore, during the break? We didn't. Kind of wish that we had, but no, definitely no gin has passed up. Well, no gin's passed my lips anyway. I can't speak for.
No
Leann.
gin's passed my lips either.
Excellent news.
No.
And just a quick one here. We talked about castanets earlier on. Laura on Facebook saying, I had a grade school teacher who had a wooden castanet. She'd hit it to get control of the class. There you go. I love that. Teacher with castanets. I just remember one of the teachers who I used to have, Mr. Dickinson, he was called, and he used to have a cricket ball, like a solid cricket ball, and he'd chuck it at you in class. Like if you weren't concentrating, all of a sudden you'd get this cricket ball being like chucked across the classroom at you. Thankfully, I was always concentrating.
We had a teacher who did that, Ben, with the blackboard rubber.
Seriously?
Mr. Hart. Mr. Hart used to do that with the blackboard rubber if you weren't watching, and it was usually at the boys who were messing around to the back of the class, but you had to be careful because if you had your head down, like I'm doing now, I'm cutting something out because I'm going to show you in the next demo. So if I had my head down working and I thought I needed to look up for something, but there was a boy behind misbehaving, you had to be careful because sometimes the blackboard rubber would come hurtling. I mean, you wouldn't get away with that these days, would you?
Well, hopefully.
I mean, it's wholly inappropriate, of course, let's just acknowledge that. Yeah. But yeah, Mr. Hart used to do that with the blackboard rubber.
Well, there you go, you see. But we turned out all right, though, Leann, haven't we?
We have, yes.
Right, let's quickly show you some other goodies that we've got on the show. The sentiments that you've got. It's a 10-piece collection, and these are absolutely brilliant because, again, they cover off so many different things for different projects, whether it is for cards, whether it is for home decor, whether it is for... hang on a minute, I've got the wrong ones here, haven't I? You want the solid sentiments. These ones here. These are the ones I'm talking about. These are the ones here, the ones that we saw a little bit earlier on with the birthday in. So, again, absolutely amazing because you've got some beautiful, beautiful sentiments in here. This one's just luscious. You talk about sort of rosettes. You've almost got that sort of style with this, with that beautiful thank you in there. And as we've seen, you've got the ability to be able to foil this. And then, of course, you're not going to be throwing away what's left over because, as we saw with the birthday one, which we've got just here, you can use the positive and the negative to create some really, really beautiful finished samples. Also in this collection, which is super, super usable, you have got Celebrate. I mean, come on, how much is that going to be used? Once the world starts getting back to normal, there's going to be a lot of celebrations and parties going on. And again, you can just see just how beautiful this looks. So simple to do. It adds so much to each and every project when you're getting your foiling done. But it is so, so simple to be able to achieve these results. You've then got in this collection as well, that especially for you, I promise I will not start singing, but again, covers off so many different occasions. And again, just having a quick look at some of the beautiful things that you can do. Again, just so simple, this card, isn't it? A bit of matting and layering, taking your stamp onto there with your foiling, and all of a sudden you have got some absolutely beautiful cards. Let me just show you again, this is especially for you. Just gorgeous, isn't it? Just adding a few details on there, some flowers, gorgeous little layer background there, and they look absolutely gorgeous. Just to show you a few more that you can do from this collection. Again, how simple is that? How simple is that? Yet super effective. Love the combination of the colours there. And of course, you've got that beautiful foiling on there too. Lots of different colours of foil that we've got available for you on the website as well. And there's that happy birthday that you saw at the top of the show. Once again, doesn't have to be overcomplicated at all because actually when you've foiled, it tends to look a lot more complicated than it was, if you know what I mean. That's why I love the Foilpress, and that's why you guys absolutely love it as well. So your 4-piece collection then is your Celebrate, is your, especially for you, is your Thank You, and is your Happy Birthday as well. $38.50 or $46 is the deal on that. Take another 20% off that if you are a Platinum member, and that price comes down even further for you as well. Right, next up, this is This one, yes, I got this one out a minute ago. Your expressions. So this is the one I was mentioning to you a few moments ago. Basically, something for each and every occasion in here. We've seen a couple of these already on the show, but basically it is a whole host of different expressions for you for whatever that thing might be. So wedding, for example, talking about making your own stationery. You've got that. You've also got in here thinking of you. I'll show you some finished samples in just a second. Thank you is in there. You have got special friend. You've got save the date, which is brilliant. I'm sure there's an RSVP in here as well. Yeah, RSVP. You've got your party, invitation, you've got your happy birthday, and you've got your congratulations. So 10 included in there, and those you can use on things like, as we've been alluding to, wedding invitations. I mean, come on, right? How much would you expect to pay for, wedding stationery, for things like this, for parties, for anniversaries? The fact that you've got the ability to be able to make these yourself, RSVP, I mean, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? I seriously do think, in the long run, you're going to be saving yourself a whole heap of money. And who's to say, right, that this kit that you've got here doesn't become like a little side business for you as well. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing to stop you, once you've got this, creating your own little wedding stationery business if you want to do that. There's absolutely no reason for that. So I really do believe that this could be a little business in a box for you as well. 10 elements included, as I've just said, with that collection. £46 or $77 is the deal on that, saving $20.90 or $33.50 on that deal. Next up, just to quickly show you these gorgeous your monograms. So what you're going to get with this collection are your alphabets first of all. Are these included as well for that price?
Yep.
That is bonkers.
It is bonkers.
Now producer George is just double checking this. So you get 3 alphabets. I can't believe that. So you've got your 3 alphabets to be able to make up your own your monogram. So you've got the. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Yeah, so those the alphabets are available individually. There we go.
So it says 5 elements. You've got 5 frames, and then you choose your favourite alphabet.
Got ya. I mean, it's still a cracking deal.
It is.
So, yes, with this, you choose your favourite alphabet that you want to go with the 5 elements that are included in here. So, this is absolutely gorgeous. Your confetti explosion. So, once again, choose your choice of foil, foil away, and then you can add your letters within that. So whether it is for a birthday, whether it's somebody's initials, whether it is for a wedding, the bride and groom's initials in there, absolutely amazing. It also comes with your gorgeous plaque. You've then got this gorgeous, gorgeous wreath, or your elegance, I should say. That's a bit more like sort of mirror on the wall, that one, isn't it, a little bit? Absolutely gorgeous. You've then got included in there this little one here, which is for your, I suppose, your table settings, your place settings as well, this gorgeous little plaque. And then you've got your laurel wreath included in there as well. And as you can see, if we just flip this around, you can then pop in your alphabet as well. So depending on what you want to pop in there, £28 or $46 is the deal on that one, saving $13.95 or $21.75 for those. And then we're going to look at the alphabets. The alphabets, you can choose. We have got the block capitals, sort of like your standard, if you like, and then you've also got your modern script. So you've got your modern script, you've got your classic alphabet, and then you have got your traditional script as well. So you basically choose which one you want to go for, and you get all of those included. So choose between the 3, $14.99 or $24.95 is the deal on that one. All right, just to recap on the foil press for you. Amazing value for money on this bundle. If you're new to it, $99.99 or $139.95 is the deal on this. So basically, you get everything that you need to get you started. The foil press machine, that, as we've seen, is so easy to use, really intuitive. Literally 2 buttons to get you started, and then you've got everything that you need as far as your timings are concerned. Refer to your instruction booklet, your matrix, to know exactly how long you need to foil for, and you are away. You've of course got your plate and your metal shim included with that as well. Everything that you need as far as making sure that you're using this safely is concerned, with your little castanets and your mat, and you've got your magnetic tweezers as well. You've also got your foil included in there too, and we're also throwing in some of your stamps and Stampin' cut dies as well. So you've literally got everything that you need to get started. All you need to do is get this home, get it out of the box, get some scrap cardstock or whatever it might be, and just give it a go first up. Don't get it home and put it under the bed or put it on a shelf somewhere. Use it straight away, and then you'll find out how simple it is to use this, and you will be foiling to your heart's content. $99.99 or $139.95 is the deal. More questions to throw Leann's way in just a second, but I feel like I've been talking for a long time. So let's go over the other side of the studio and see what Leann's up to. What are you going to be showing us?
Well, in one of our bundles over there, Ben, you have got the most amazing set of dies, which they're called our foil stamp and cut dies.
Yes.
But actually, they lift. The elements lift. Now, these are hugely, I'm just making sure that these are the right ones and I'm not fibbing to you. Yes, I'm sure they are. So we'll try it. If it doesn't work, that's my, hang on, I'm going to read. No, I'm right. They are the correct ones. So foil stamp and lift. So foil stamp, cut and lift, in fact, actually. So what that does for you is foil stamp, cut some elements with detail that you can then lift up out of your card. And trust me, I wanted to desperately show you this. I've been beavering away making the templates so I can show you how to do this, because when you see these, you're going to want that bundle for this, because these are incredible, and I've never seen another manufacturer manage to do this. We, in my knowledge, are the only people with this technology. So what you've got is a beautiful set of dies. These are the dragonflies that we're going to use, and we're going to cut them into a card and lift their wings. So it's going to do all of that for us in one pass. So there's something we need to do to make sure that happens. Now I've decided I'm working on a 5-inch square card front. So I've made myself a template. And the template I've made is just on a piece of scrap white cardstock. And what I've done is I've hinged it onto this top of this foil press platform with a piece of repositionable tape.
Got ya.
Now, what I've done here is the 4 corners of my project, can you see? So that when I come to put this on here, I get it in the perfect location. What is the perfect location it's about? It's about these dragonflies being positioned like that on the front of my card. So this is to allow me to position these dies and get perfect positioning on my card every time. So what you do is you put your dragonfly dies in the position that you would like it on your card. So you lay them all around, decide where they're going to be.
Okay.
Draw around them in pencil. And then cut them out with a craft knife. So you've got those apertures left. That's what you're going to do in advance. And then you're going to keep this template forever. You're not going to throw it away. So you only need to do this once for a 5x5 card front, and then you keep it stashed in an envelope with your dies. Then what we do is take our dies. It's up to temperature. You heard it say I'm ready. So then we take our dies and we put them through the apertures we have created. And this is getting our positioning perfect for us. Okay, so we're putting them through. There we go. And we can lift them up. Lift it up. Just make sure that one's come up with me. It's got a little bit of sticky tape on. So I'll just a couple of times use your tweezers as well. And the effort to get these in the right place is 100% worth it for the results you will get afterwards. So you see, what all I'm doing is making sure that I've got those in the correct position.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same with this final one here. So you can go there. There we are. And then that can come up. Okay, so now that is ready. Okay, all right. Now what we're going to do is warm this up for the required amount of time. This is a medium die and it's stamp and cut, so it's 45 seconds again.
Okay.
I remove the piece of paper while they come up to temperature. I've got my piece of foil ready, and I've got my piece of card that I want to foil onto ready. So just to reiterate while that's warming up, scrap piece of cardstock, put the 4 corners for the size of your project front so that you can line up your piece of cardstock, and you'll see why in a second. Draw round the placement of the dies with a pencil. cut them out with a craft knife. You can see that's what I've done here. So I've just made myself little apertures by cutting those out. You don't need those again, they can go in the bin. That was purely for me to demonstrate that to you. Place your dies back through the holes, lift it up, which means your dies are now in the perfect position for foiling on the front of that 5x5 piece of cardstock. It's beeped, it's ready. So we're going to put our foil on. We're going to do gold. So we do foil side down. What this piece of cardstock also has the benefit of doing, the pleasure of doing, is picking up any overfoiling for you. And you're just going to keep this in your stash. Then what we're doing, where have I put my top plate? It was here a second ago, guys. And oh, I've got it here. It is here. Marvellous, good. Now, what we're going to do is take our piece of cardstock that we're foiling onto. The 4 corners that I put on there is now incredibly helpful because it's put my cardstock in the perfect position for those foil stamp cut and lift dies. So the template gets the dragonflies in the right place. The 4 corners gets your cardstock in the right place. Your lid goes on. Remove it carefully, pick it up and offer it through your Gemini Junior. When you see this result, you're going to run like the wind and purchase this bundle for this effect. I absolutely promise you.
This is the Borders and Stampin' Cut collection, which we'll find the details for, so you can make sure you can run and grab it in just a second.
Absolutely. Now, what I'm going to do is just remove this. Now, what I forgot to do. Oh.
What?
I'm so angry at myself.
What did you forget?
I always tell you to put the metal plate on, don't I? And I didn't. So they haven't cut. Can I put the metal plate on and warm it up again while you have a look at that bundle and then come back to me?
Absolutely.
I have to be honest and tell you because you have to see that happening, and that was entirely my fault. I'm so sorry.
You give me a little nod when you're ready. That's what we're here for, though. Show you know what, we show you all the mistakes. Don't you worry about that. This bundle, though, very quickly, I'll just show you exactly everything that you're going to get. Then we'll have a look at a few of your pictures as well. So with this collection, you have got your stamp and cut dies, as we're seeing. So you've got these gorgeous, gorgeous butterflies within this collection. So 4 of those. So those will foil and also cut out for you as well. Here are the dragonflies that we're just taking a little bit of a look at now. Wait till you see the finished sample on this. You will want to grab them, as we've just talked about. Then you're also going to get these absolutely beautiful, this butterfly and blooms frame. So once again, you saw similar to this a little bit earlier on the shed of fat little foil and cut, and also you're then going to get that foil cut out piece there too, but then you can pop in your own sentiment with that one. Then you're going to get this beautiful blossoming wreath as well. Same sort of thing here, but it's going to give you that beautiful frame. Within that, you're then also going to get these gorgeous sentiments as well. Your loving sentiments, so things like with love. You've got thank you on there as well. You've got sympathy included there too, but some really, really handy little sentiments to go with those frames. And then here are your borders as well that we were talking about a little bit earlier on. So these, absolutely brilliant. I know if you wanted to reproduce is what I'm looking for. The demo that Leann was doing earlier on with the ribbon, these would be absolutely perfect for that. But just for for borders, great if you're perhaps popping these around cakes maybe as well. You're going to get those 2 beautiful borders as well. Your blossoming border, and then you've also got your contemporary decorative borders as well. There's actually 4 different designs within there. 24 elements, £95 or $112 is the deal on that one. Less your 20%, that comes down even further for you as well. Right, we'll have a look at your pictures in just a second. I've just been given the wave over there. In fact, I can almost hear Leann saying, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Now that's a good example of what you don't do. You don't do your foil stamp and cut dies without the metal plate underneath them because they don't work. So I did that as an example of what not to do
exactly
for you
right.
at home.
I knew
because
it.
You can see now, we've put our money where our mouth is. We've shown you that it doesn't work. So I've done exactly what I did before. I've done my little template. I've put my dies through, except they're on the metal plate this time. I've got my 45 seconds. That's going to come up to temperature, and then I'm going to put my foil on. I'm going to put my card on, and this time it's going to work, and it's going to work beautifully well. So just to remind you, if you're thinking, what on earth did you do, Leann? I took a piece of scrap paper. I took my dies and positioned them. and then I drew round them with a pencil. And then I cut those out with a craft knife to make those little apertures in the front. What I also did was decide on the size of my project, which is 5 by 5 that I've got here. And I then drew corners on my scrap piece so I can get my card in the perfect place and know that these are going to be positioned beautifully when I take them out.
Yeah.
This template that I've created then, I'm ready, lives with my dies and my card example, a photograph of my card example, so I can take this template out time and time again. So the foil goes on top. What this little template equally does now is catch any overfoiling for you. We put our piece of cardstock on exactly as I explained before, using those 4 corners as a guide. Put your top plate on, remove gently by pulling horizontally, not lifting or levering. Take it over to your Gemini Junior and run it through the machine. I feel like I might have said this before.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit...
Bit deja vu.
Yeah, a little bit deja vu.
Yeah, a little bit deja vu there, Ben. Okay, so now when I pick this up, I have got, look, the reveal is amazing. However, look what it's done.
Come on.
Look what it's done.
That's brilliant.
This, I needed you to see this. And then you've got all of those dragonflies beautifully
That's awesome.
flying out of your cardstock with no overfoiling, no horrible bits anywhere, just beautiful positioning on a card front. Keep your template, look, all of the waste foil has been caught on here now. There's the waste overfoiling, hasn't gone onto your project. Keep this with one of these and your dies in a folder. Now you know this is your 5 by 5 craft run template. Use it time and time again. You just stick it on when you need it. Don't throw it out. This is your template. Do it for a long card. Do it for a place name. Do it for a gift tag. Do it for a full piece if you want to. Do one in the middle of a 4 by 4 card. A template for every one of those. You can crack these out like that, and they look absolutely amazing every single time. I really needed to show you this, guys, because these are one of my favourite sets of foil and stamp dies that we've ever done for you. The result is off the chart. I think you would agree, and that's what you can do with these particular dies in that collection. Foolproof every single time.
If I could run across the studio right now and give you a massive high five, that is what I would do.
Virtually.
Virtually. Ready? Here we go.
Here we go.
Bum. There we go.
Thank you.
Can I just say as well, you just reminded me of that, because I was looking at that and going, that has got to be demo of the day. We're still doing the vote for your favourite demo on the show. We have not even mentioned that during the show. So what I reckon is you need to just pop that onto a little card blank.
Okay,
because that's got to be the one.
Thank you. It's beautiful, isn't it? And you get in there, I'm sure you get the butterflies as well, which do the same thing in that bundle. So you've got dragonflies that will do this, and I'm certain you've got your butterflies in that bundle as well. And just do exactly the same as I've just shown you, and you can do this at home.
Sorry, I know normally we give you the opportunity, but I mean, I feel like that is, I mean, that's the one, isn't it? That is the one. We'll get that onto a card blank. And that's going to come up on our Crafty Wall of Fame, ready for Second Chance Sunday, where you get to vote for your favourite demo of the week. I noticed it looks like Debbie Robinson was crowned the winner last week. I'm just looking over there at our scoreboard. But listen, just amazing. I want to recap on this deal. We got a scoreboard over there. So it was Fiona was the first winner. Let me just hang on a minute. I'm just going to start your screen. I'm sure it's Debbie. Yeah, Debbie Robinson. Got a little squiggle by her name, so she must have won last week. It's not that we're getting competitive here or anything. I just want to do some quick fire questions with Leann, because I know I've got to talk to you more about the foil press, and then we're going to watch a little video as well. But some quick fire questions, because there's so many. Thank you for all of these. Thank you for the pictures. We'll look at those before the end of the show as well. We are busy. So Nadia says, Leann, I accidentally foiled the back of my die. How can I remove that?
Oh, you can't without a pan scrubber and some serious elbow grease. But you know what? You don't need to remove it. Just be happy that you've got a really beautiful die. It isn't going to hurt it. It isn't going to stop it working, and it will not transfer to any of your projects. So just, you've done it. You've got a beautiful die, continue using it.
Lovely. Diane Curtis on YouTube says, can you use washi tape with the foil press to hold your paper in place? My foiling is never straight.
You can. You've just seen me do there. You've just seen me use our repositionable tape. So you can use a washi or you can use a repositionable. Yes, of course you can.
Teresa's saying, Leanne, can you show us using the waste foil? We did that a little bit earlier on. So if you, I was going to say fast forward, no, rewind. And you'll be able to see that on the show. Enchanted Craft Fairy on YouTube says, always the metal plate is the first layer against the platform?
The metal plate is only the first layer when you're doing your foil and stamp and cut dies. So when your die is a dark grey colour, when it's that I've just put them away, oh here they are. When your die is this charcoal colour, that's when you have the metal plate first. When your die is this colour, just a regular metal, you don't need the metal plate, you just go straight onto the purple silicone.
Here's one which comes up a lot, but we'll answer it anyway. Teresa says, can we foil with other dies that we have?
Yes, absolutely you can. You can foil with your thin metal cutting dies and just get a beautiful outline. You can use other manufacturers' dies out there if they're the same depth as ours, and you know most of them work. The only ones that do not work in our experience are the Todo dies, T-O-D-O. They're too thick to go through this machine, so they will not work, but all of the others that are out there you can use.
And this is a cracking question. Lots of interest, of course, about the Gemini Pro. Clarice saying, can you use the extender plate sideways in the Pro?
No, because you've got the handle on the end. But a lot of you have been asking us how you can make your Pro foil, so leave that little conundrum with us.
Brilliant. Love that little tease. Loads of lovely comments coming in, by the way. I love this one from Lorraine, who says, why was I so scared? Easy peasy, foil press peasy. That's what it is, isn't it? That's what it is.
And that is fantastic.
Do you know what? If watching Leanne over the course of the last hour and a half has made you say that and made you think that, then our job here is absolutely done. Get in touch, Facebook and YouTube. Still chance for you to ask a question. Loads of you, by the way, are going nuts for that last demo with the dragonflies. Teresa saying, so pretty. Demo of the day. Absolutely stunning, Leanne, says Sarah. Wow, says Beth, those dragonflies, beautiful. Lorraine Bennett on Facebook has said, never mind demo of the day, definitely demo of the week. And Eleanor Schwing saying, I love Leanne, she's so cute. I really love how happy she gets when she does something and it comes out so well. That's why she's always so happy. She's always doing everything perfectly, you see? Well, almost. Let's have a look at some of your pictures then, because lots of you have been being very, very busy with your foil presses. Michelle there, love that one with the gorgeous flowers there. Absolutely beautiful. And this is the thing, so you've seen it there on that beautiful card, and then make today count, foiling onto a candle as well. As we said, if you want to see that, there are loads of videos via our YouTube channel, via Facebook as well, where you can see lots of other different ways to foil too. Jean Marie just sending us again some more beautiful cards. Love these. Again, really, really classy. So with sympathy cards there, look absolutely gorgeous. Then Kimberly sending in, I have to get a bit closer to the screen. So let's have a look here. Oh, right, love that. So you've done the frame with the letters LK and KJ, absolutely gorgeous. Again, you can recreate that with the alphabets that we've got on the show as well. Thank you for sending all those in. I had to get quite close up to the TV. I was wondering about my eyesight. You know, I had to go and stand really close just then. Maybe I should go to the opticians. The foil press, though, I can see this, is proving so popular. Hopefully now is the point where you're going, do you know what? I need one of these in my life. And actually, if you've already got one in your life, hopefully you've taken it out of the box and at least plugged it in over the course of the last hour and a half. It was Lorraine, wasn't it, who was saying, why was I so scared? Easy peasy, foil press peasy. That's what it is all about. Right, we've got more to come back and show you. I cannot believe we've only got 20 minutes of the show remaining. So whilst we get ready to do that, here is a little video which will explain more about that little club which I keep going on about.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
There you go, all the information that you need via that little video. There's so many of you, right, on the socials loving the Dragonfly demo that we just saw. Never mind demo of the show. Loads of people, you can't vote for it as a demo of the week. Well, you'll have to do that on Sunday, Second Chance Sunday, because we're definitely putting that one up on our Crafty Walk of Fame. Dragonfly, definitely the best demo, says Ray. Christine McCrone on Facebook, love my foil press. Used to make lots of Christmas cards and presents. I mean, honestly, you'll use it all year round, but Christmas time, it will come into its absolute own. And Sonia Rosamond on Facebook saying, I thought it would be a challenge, but it was easy. My only challenge is how to find a space on the desk because of all the other CC machines. Time to convert another room for crafting. Lol. Absolutely. Yeah. Turn it into a craft house. That's what you want to do. Stephanie Theodos on Facebook also saying, thank you, Leanne. I need to use my foil press more often. Absolutely you do. Get it out of the box, get going, because you can just get started on a scrap piece of card, as we've said. But what we're going to show you over the course of the last 15 minutes or so is lots of other things that you can foil onto as well, because we've seen things like material, we foiled onto ribbon, cardstock, the material, candles of course as well, but I know Leanne's got a few more little demos up her sleeve of other things that you can foil onto, which we'll see just before we finish. But before that, I just want to recap on the goodie bag. Details are going to come up on your screen here, because this is phenomenal, absolutely brilliant deal. It is a foil press goodie bag. Obviously, the items that you're going to get in the bag may vary, but let's look at this for a second here. £95 worth, pretty much. $125 worth, give or take 27 cents. And you're getting it home for £25 or $35. That is £20 or $28 if you are a platinum member. You're saving over 70%. So if you've just bought a foil press today, this you absolutely need. If you are somebody who's already got a foil press, this you absolutely need. If you're somebody who's shopping for somebody who's got a foil press and you're thinking, what shall I get them? I mean, get this, seriously, it is amazing. Look at the amount you're spending, look at the amount that you're saving. It is phenomenal. At this sort of price, we've already touched on it, you might want to go for a couple. If you do go for a couple, you may well get duplicates, but hey, that's great because then you can give one to a friend, you can gift it, you can even sell it if you wanted to. But let's just have a quick look back over the other side of the studio with Leanne, because she's got a goodie bag over there. What's in your goodie bag, Mrs.?
Oh, it's absolutely crammed with glorious stuff. It's got that. It's got this fantastic stamp and cut frame in here. And look, this is the one we did live.
Oh,
look how beautiful and glorious that is. That's a 5x5 frame to go on the front of a card. Brilliant to frame around a stamped image or a sentiment or whatever it is you want to put on there. And actually, my little goodie bag here has another one of those frames in. I've also got a fabulous border. I've also got a dragonfly.
Yes.
I've also got a butterfly. I've also got a sentiment. I've also got a chandelier.
Wow.
I've also got a doily Stampin' cut as well that we did earlier, which looks glorious. I've lost that little piece. I don't know what I've done with that. I mean, it is absolutely crammed with amazing things. And they're all really current and really usable, actually, Ben. This isn't the old stuff that we've had lying around for ages. This is the stuff that you would want to buy if you were in the market for shopping for some of our foil stamps and foil stamp and cut dies, and very usable. I mean, the particular border in here that I've got, you might get a different one. This is the distressed border, so brilliant on the edge of your scrapbook papers, because you can foil all of your own scrapbook paper designs now as well. Because you can foil on scrapbook paper, you can foil on vellum, foil on acetate, foil on your balsa wood, foil on your tissue, foil on your vellum, foil on your rice paper. Everything is possible in terms of putting it through on your ribbon and everything else. And it really just gives that elevation to all of your projects. I
think it's more of a case of what you can't foil onto, and I guess, you know what? Give it a try, because what's the worst that can happen, really? If you're thinking, oh, will it go onto this, will it go onto that? Give it a go. I would imagine that the majority of things, if you've seen on this show, the amount of different materials that you can foil onto is just amazing. Eleanor just saying, I'd gotten the Foilpress back when the pandemic happened. When I'd received it, I opened it right away and started using it. I thought it was going to be a mistake, but I didn't. I was so surprised how well I did the first time I used it. And Brownie's Crafts YouTube says, hi, all, I think I need to have a go with mine. Yes, you do. It's not in the box, and I need to have a go. Get it out. Foil onto a bit of scrap. Foil onto something which it doesn't matter if it goes wrong. It won't go wrong, but if it does, it doesn't matter. And give it a go, because honestly, once you've done it once, you'll be foiling just over and over again, and you'll be foiling. Nothing will be safe in your household. You'll just be foiling on everything, honestly. And I know, Leanne, you've got some final few demos to show us where you're just going to be foiling onto some different bits and pieces, aren't you? Absolutely.
And this one is for our faux leather. We've got, you can be making little handbag, little toiletry bags. You can be doing it on the cushions, as Ben was showing you earlier. So I thought, let's have a look at foiling on some faux leather. So I've got my die on here. I know it's a large die. I've had a look on here, PU leather, which is what we've got. Large die, 15 seconds on the clock and start. And then I've got my piece of foil ready, I've got my piece of faux leather ready, I've got my top plate ready, and in 15 seconds we will be good to go. And this is using that really beautiful large border.
Blossoming border.
Blossoming border. It's a statement piece. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So foil goes on there. And you'll take some time to cut your piece of leather that you want to size and to position it perfectly. Of course you will. I'm just going to pop mine there. I'm going to pop my top plate on. Notice my die is hanging out the bottom a bit. As long as it's hanging out the bottom, it's fine, because these were made when we brought the larger plate out. You can use them in your junior. You just can't hang them out the top of the plate, only hang them out the bottom. And then we'll run it through.
By the way, if you like this blossoming border die that you're just seeing here, this one actually comes with the... Oh, what are the little creatures called that you did a minute ago?
The dragonflies.
The dragonfly. What is that? They come with the dragonfly and the butterflies.
And the butterflies.
As well, within the collection. So if you like those, then this is the one to go. Look at this, are you kidding me? I'll stop flapping.
I mean, seriously, guys, how truly gorgeous is this? With a little zipped pouch to put your little toiletries in, your lipsticks, to keep your face masks in right now if you want to. Absolutely beautiful to sew that up into a project.
Foil on your face masks?
Foil on your face masks, yes. Foil on your face masks. If you're making your own, why not on your cotton? Yes, and the settings are in here for you. I'm going to rattle straight on because I want to show you, I don't know how long I've got, how many more things. Oh, I've got to move quick. So I've got another one here. This is a brilliant thank you. This is a medium die, and I'm going to be foiling onto my wood, which I'm going to treat as a 350 GSM cardstock. That's also 15 seconds. So fortuitously, I'm going to click start, and then I've got a lovely blue piece of foil here, and we're going to put this through the machine. Love these ones because these are our solid dies, which really, I think that might have needed a little bit more than 15 because it's a really solid one, but we're going to try. If I don't get a good foil with 15 seconds on this, you know you're going to do it on 20, and I've tried for you.
That's from your Expressions collection. We'll flash the details up as well at the bottom of the screen for you on that. Is that the thank you one you've got there, Leanne?
Yes, I believe it is.
Yeah, so you got thank you, happy birthday, celebrate, and especially for you in that collection. Details coming up for you just down here now. There you go. $38.50 or $46 today if you want to go for that collection. Super excited. I love these shows because you're just dead excited every time to see the reveal. Here it comes.
Now, this needed 20 seconds.
Ah, okay.
This one needed a little bit longer.
I quite like that though.
Now, you could go with that effect if you wanted to, because it's on the wood. So it could be a distressed thank you if that's what you want. But to get it solid, that one needed 20 seconds actually. Yeah. And I think it was between a small and a medium die. I did 15 seconds to try and rattle in another demonstration for you. Should have done 20.
Okay.
I'll learn from you.
But we live and learn, Leann. That's what we're
here
for, you see. So you can see, it doesn't always go right here as well. But again, we're trying to throw in as many demos as we can in the course of the next 10 minutes or so. And actually, great to see things go a little bit wrong because, sorry, I'm just waving at Jan. Jan's with us later on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because things might go wrong for you as well. And it's a point of no panic, no bother, no worry. It ain't the end of the world. Just go again. And that is the point with this. For those of you who are like, panicking, I can't do it. It's gone wrong. You've wasted a bit of your cardstock. You've wasted a small bit of material. It ain't the end of the world. You just go again, don't you, Leann? You just go again. You
just try again. And you know what I do? And I mean, I would advise that you do this too. If I try something like that and it doesn't work for me, actually I write on there what I did and I put it in a little folder.
Yeah.
And then when I come to do it again, I can remember, oh yes, I remember. Look, I tread that piece of balsa wood as a 15 seconds. And at the time I thought I should have done 15, 20, 22 seconds. And so that's what I'm going to do. And it just reminds me the next time. So you build up a library of experience when you're doing these things. I've just brought this to temperature again. It's ready. I've put 20 seconds on the clock. This is a regular thin metal cutting die. This is not a foiling die at all. We're not selling this in the show. It's just one from my stash.
Right.
And we had a question about this earlier. And I thought before we go, I absolutely wanted to, and bearing in mind we lost that 45 seconds when the 50 pence wasn't in the meter. I think you all deserve a tiny little run over of seeing how this works.
Yes.
I think you deserve that. So it's come up to temperature now. Regular thin metal cutting die. 20 seconds I've had it on here for. Piece of foil over the top. Piece of cardstock over that. Take time to position things yourself at home a little bit more. I'm obviously rushing through these so you can see as many things as possible. Pop the top plate on, pop it through your Gemini Junior, and you'll be able to see the foiling result from a thin metal die. And we all have hundreds, if not thousands of these at home. And I want to show you that you're able to foil your beautiful thin metal cutting dies. So every single one of your cutting dies that you've got at home with the beautiful fine lines, turn them into a foiling die. And how beautiful is that? It doesn't cut because the die isn't deep enough. A foil stamping die is a little bit deeper than a regular thin metal die. So it's deep enough to catch the foil but not deep enough to cut. If you put it in with your metal plate underneath, possibly would cut, but you might want that. However, you wouldn't see the foil detail because it's all about the fine cutting lines. So just use it as I've just shown you and you're going to be able to get that result. So we've done regular thin metal dies, gorgeous. We've done faux leather. We've done that amazing dragonfly technique. If you don't have these, please, if you do nothing else today, buy these. We've done our simple topper. We did our twofer. We've done our ribbon. I mean, honestly, there is so much. This isn't tickling the surface of what you're able to do. So get along to YouTube, watch all of our tutorials on there. You'll see us foiling on so many other materials, and we give you all of the instruction really slowly, holding your hand. And if you want to, get my DVD and you can watch along with me at home.
I just love that. And here's the other brilliant thing. If you are getting the Foilpress machine for the first time today, obviously we're giving you some of those foil Stampin' dies in there, but now you know that you can take some of the dies that you've already got at home and use those as well. How amazing is that? It may well be that you've got dies that for whatever reason you're not using that often anymore. This machine almost breathes like a brand new life into all of those dies because, as I say, once you've done it once, you'll be doing it over and over again, and you will get all of those dies out that you've not used in years, and you'll be foiling with them, and the hours will fly by, the days will fly by, because you will have so much fun with this machine. Honestly, it is brilliant. So nice to hear lots of you who've now finally decided to get your Foilpress out of the box. So nice to hear as well from so many of you who are saying, you know what, I absolutely love mine, I use it all the time. Lots of you saying you particularly use it around Christmas time. Perfect for that. But actually, if you just want to add that kind of next level professionalism to your projects, foiling is the way to go. It doesn't have to be expensive. This really is an unbelievable collection because you get your machine, all right? The machine which is so easy to use that we've seen. It's so intuitive. You get the full instructions as well, so you're never left thinking to yourself, how long do I have to leave it on there for? What happens when it's all in there for you? It could not be more simple. You've got like, it is a little Bible with a foil press. I like that, George. I'll use that. You've obviously got your metal shim included in there as well. You're also going to get your silicone mat and your little silicone castanets. So to make sure that, you know, if you are heat sensitive, you can pick those up, no problem at all. You've then got the magnetic tweezers, once again, just making things nice and easy for you. We're giving you some of your foil stamps and your stamp and cut dies as well. I don't know why I'm doing that today. Why am I going over there? Those are included within this collection as well. And then on top of that, you're also going to get your foil as well. So 5 meters of that foil is included. So it is everything that you would need and more to get you started. Remember, you're getting 100 extra bonus points with this as well. All right. So if you're picking this up today, $99.99 or $139.95, save 20% if you're a platinum member. If you're not yet a platinum member, it could well be that this one is the one that tips you over into that platinum category. Don't miss it. And what I would also say is, get that goodie bag. If you've got the machine, get the goodie bag for goodness sake, because it's £95 worth of goodies, $125 worth of goodies for 25 quid or 35 bucks. Listen to me with all the lingo. Doesn't sound so great, does it, when an English guy says it though? Bucks. 35 bucks. That is £20 or $28 if you are a platinum member. It is jam-packed with goodies. As we said, you know you're getting an absolute bargain. You know you're getting loads of goodies in there. It may well be the case that you decide to go for a couple. If you do, chances are that you might get duplicates in there, but actually, who cares at this sort of price? Keep them as gift ideas, gift them on, forward them on, sell them, whatever you want to do with them, but do not miss out on this deal. If you've gone for the Foilpress for the first time today, add this into your basket as well if budget stretches, because it just then means you've got even more goodies that you can get going with. Thank you for all of the questions and comments that have come in. Quick recap with Leanne on that goodie bag, and we are going to quickly remind you of our demo of the show as well, because, well, we picked that ages ago. Well, I picked it, but you agreed with me, so that's fine. It's the little butterflies, the dragonflies.
I'm just making the finished card here, the dragonflies. I'm just cutting a piece of glitter card and putting it behind. I'm doing a little bit of matting and layering so I can pop it on the shelf. However, it's all about the goodie bag on this show. It's all about everything that's in here. I mean, really, it is fabulous. You've got your foil cut and stamp doily. You've got a fantastic border in here. We've got those 2 big frames that we looked at, which give you that absolutely glorious result. I've got a sentiment in here, I've got a butterfly in here, I've got a chandelier in here, I've got so much more. The contents in here, it's all thrillers and no fillers. It's everything you would want to use to make beautiful creations like this and give you lots of versatility with a stamp and cut frame, a border, an icon, a sentiment, an embellishment. So there's lots of things you can use in here all across the year for many different creations, and a ridiculously good bargain.
Loads of lovely comments at the end of the show. Deborah says, this has been such a fabulous masterclass. Thank you so much, Leanne and Ben. Diana says, great show, Leanne and Ben. Love the demos. Fred says, thank you, Ben and Leanne. What a great show. C. Turner says, love the demonstrations when something goes wrong, as we all do, and it's done over with corrections made to show it works. Helps me remember what to do. Shelley says, very helpful show. Thank you so much, Leanne and Ben. And Irina says, thank you, Ben and Leanne. Thank you for all your comments. It's great to know that you've enjoyed the show and that we've been useful to you over the course of the last couple of hours. Leanne, always brilliant. When are you back?
Oh, I'm back next week.
Oh, cool.
Actually, oh, no, I'm back. Well, no, I'm not back here on Friday. I'm back next week here on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Well, we shall very much look forward to that. I shall miss you next week because I'm in Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. But brilliant. Leanne, always fantastic. And we've loved your company over the last 2 hours, so thank you. I am with you in an hour's time for Creative Cravings. Jan is in the house, so that's coming your way. And of course, we've got the Craft Vault from 7 o'clock UK time too. So lots to look forward to. Go and grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever it is you fancy. I shall go and grab some lunch and just like that, what was it? Dragonfly. I'll go and flutter off and get my lunch or whatever it is. Dragonflies do.